mean, I personally don't like the active sod farms because, at least around here, sod farmers are some of the worst farmers for like the soil. Because they strip off all the topsoil and they don't really do anything to replenish the soil. And sometimes sod farmers, they're like rent ground for 5 years and they'll strip off all the topsoil and then let it be somebody else's problem, you know? Because they say they don't take any dirt from the field to the where they're selling, but they totally do. So yeah. Oven baked. Gotcha. Gotcha. The only problem with steamed carrots is they're pure sugar. Maybe that's why I like them. Maybe that's why I like them. Glaze them. Or you glaze them with honey and throw them in the oven. Nice. All right. How is SnowCam 2.0 getting any snow? Chris, what's up? Wait, wet dress rehearsal. I was like, wait a minute, Sean, are they doing Artemis today? And I wasn't aware. SnowCam is good. Currently no snow. It's currently like mid 60s here. There's a chance of a few, there's a chance of something on Saturday. Possibly some wet, heavy wet snow accumulation, but we'll have to wait and see. But otherwise it's been really beautiful here. So yeah, but week's been good. Chris, how's your week? Auto drive is not on the mod hub. The difference between courseplay and auto drive is courseplay is for field work. Auto drive is point A to point B. So I'm about to pull up on my trucks over here and I'm going to unload carrots onto them. They're going to take them from the field to down at the train. They're on auto drive. But if I wanted to run the harvester automatically, I would use courseplay. Sean, you're getting 4 to 7 tomorrow. Dang, bro. It's going to be like 70 here. Big Merc, what's going on, man? How you doing? Actually, I don't know what it's going to be here tomorrow. I know yesterday when we got in the truck said it was like 80 degrees, but obviously it was sitting in the sun. So that's not accurate, you know? But yeah. Pretty wild. Took a contract to harvest. Is Walter nuts? No, Farm Sim be broken sometimes. It's Farm Sim, it's not Walter. It's not Peepaw. Old Peepaw, he ain't losing it. He's still got it. He's good. Or something like that. I don't know. All right, so these 4 trucks are on auto drive. So when I fill them up, they're gonna go run and, like I said, haul down to the train facility. So you betcha. All right, let's fill this guy up. Sometimes the contracts get a little weird. It happens. So there's a couple different things for auto drive. One is the actual mod, and you can find that on the GitHub. If you just Google auto drive Farm Sim 25, or if you go on our mod channel in our Discord and you scroll up far enough, you'll see it in there. Sean, it's going to be 48 here tomorrow, by the way, so not super warm, but warm enough. Auto drive itself, and then there's a guy on YouTube called the Auto Drive Guy, !AD in the chat. And he makes basically the config files for the map. So when I'm over here and I look and I have all these different categories, I didn't make any of those. I start with the auto drive guys config, or the road network, basically. So all the blue lines, the green lines, all this stuff, he did all that. So all these markers, he's got all that set for town and everywhere. So I don't do that. I prefer to use his stuff. So I start with what he had, and then I add to it and customize it to fit my play style. So that's what I like to do. Because it can take a long time to set up a whole map. Now, having said that, you wouldn't necessarily have to set up a whole map, because like I'm probably not going to use the bakery on here. So I don't really need to set up the bakery, right? So you betcha. There's a lot of spider spawners in the mesa. Oh, dang. Nice, Tomcat. Tomcat be exploring the mesa, huh? Very nice. Sounds like a good time. Can't wait to go on a gathering mission tomorrow at some point, chat. We will be playing Minecraft tomorrow starting at 3 p.m. chat. Ish. And, should be a good time. It's always a good time. Well, until it's not, and then I quit playing it, so. It's a good time until it's not. And then I quit playing it, so. Yeah. I was talking to my buddy Casey yesterday about our Minecraft server. It's kind of funny. I said something about Minecraft, and he goes, man, you're so like hot and cold with that game. I'm like, yeah, I'm either all in or I don't want anything to do with it. So. Yeah, right, Big Murd, I don't either. I don't mess with it. So I don't know that I would, you know, if I was going to set up my own map, I would concentrate, I would do a homestead and like to sell points probably, and then like fields that I buy as I buy them. So like technically you could do an auto drive config as you're playing the map, and not like, you know, like, oh, I bought field 8. Well, let's go work on auto drive for field 8, or I bought field 9, you know, whatever. You could totally do that. So it'd be kind of cool. Sean, I don't know. I might try to go find the witch farm tomorrow, or the witch hut for the witch farm. I think we're going to be messing with the train station tomorrow a lot, something. I got to try to come up with a plan for the guts for the train station, and then we were talking earlier, Kimmy wants to make the building with brick as like a key block, and so if we do brick, we're going to have to go gather clay. Like a lot of clay. So I'm down for that. Then we go battle Dan's mansion. Yeah, we'll do the woodland mansion eventually tomorrow night. Probably work on train station, and I really want to come up with some kind of design to cover the tic-tac-toe board. I want to cover that whole area. I want to make like a giant warehouse almost, if you will, you know. I was thinking about Googling like old warehouses and trying to like pull inspiration from that. I kind of have something in mind of a warehouse that I've seen like a couple times in IRL, but it's pretty, just, I mean, it's in the St. Louis area, we'll say that. So that could be kind of interesting to make something like what I'm thinking of, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. I have another idea for the tic-tac-toe board as well, and then we need to enclose and make like a little room, you know, for the thing. And then I also have another idea how to get the reset button down and make that cleaner. Do something different with that. I did build a building around the around that tree farm. I built a building around that the other night. Tic-tac-toe is mechanically done, for the most part, Big Mart, yeah. I actually came up with a theory for something for that too. I'll try it off stream. I have theories. We'll see. But yeah. You have an idea for the guts of the train station in my first world? I would love to bring that back, Sean. You know how much of a pain in the tuchus that was, though, to build that thing? Oh, boy. There's probably a better way to go about that this day and age, but I don't actually know. I was going to watch some videos tonight about, like, you know, Minecraft train stations and see if I can come up with, like, some inspiration or an idea. Yeah. But we'll see. The cool thing about what we have, the area that we have, it's such a large area that I don't think we're going to need to, like, put a basement in to, like, hide the guts of the train station. I think we're just going to do it all on the same floor. So, like, there'll just be a wall, so you can't, like, you walk in and you, like, hit a button and a minecart will appear. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it would be cool to bring back the element of my first train station to where there's just one track and a series of buttons in a room. You push the button, a minecart appears, and then you don't see the mechanical part, but it switches a track behind the scenes for you. And then when you get in your minecart and you go, you just go to whatever track you want, and then as you're leaving the train station, it automatically resets for the next person so that they can pick where they want to go. The only downfall to that is there is a bit of a speed like delay. Not the fastest thing ever, which, I mean, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But I think I might want to do something like that. And then, so if we did that, we might want to actually put a basement in, but I don't know how big we need to go. I don't even know how many places we're going right now. I can really only think of a couple places we would actually go with it right now. So whatever we build, we want to leave room for future expansion. And, you know, a basement can always be dug later. If we decide we want to do future expansion, you know. But mechanical wise, I need to, like, figure out what we're doing. And then the building, we can always build that later, you know. I want to build the guts, get the lines functional to where we want to go. Yeah. And then we're even talking about putting, like, for lack of a better term, like, right-hand traffic. So then, like, if we have a tunnel that goes from the train station, it's obviously going to have to go underground, probably just be better. And then we go to the, what's it called? The end portal. We're going to have 2 tracks run that whole way. And that might be kind of a lot. But if we have, like, say somebody dies and they need to run back to town and they can't fly or something, I don't know. I mean, obviously flying is just the faster, better way, but minecart station and tracks could be kind of fun to build too. So, your right shoulder's okay. Not saying that out loud. All of it. Interesting. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, so we have ideas, Sean, but, like, figuring it all out and coming up with, like, a standard for how we want to do it all, you know? And really, like, we don't really need the 2-track thing. Because what we can do is we can make it so when you're coming back to the train station, you just have a track that's set to the side, but, like, when you're going out, it would just jump across that. And then we can make it so you come into, everybody comes into the train station in the same place. But then the problem becomes if you have somebody going, two people going different ways, but I don't know if that's ever going to be an issue necessarily. So it'd be a whole lot less track if we just make one track to a place instead of running dual line everywhere. Because, you know, it's twice as much material, twice as much of a hallway that we need, or a tunnel. So it'd be better if we just built one track everywhere, and then just make it jump to a rival track eventually, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I got lots of figuring out to do before we actually start building something tomorrow. Lots of figuring out to do. And then not to mention, like, you know, building to the end portal. That's going to take forever. That end portal is like, it's pretty far. It's pretty darn far, but I would love to dig all the way there and have it like even nosedive down so you don't have to go down that staircase eventually. You just like pop out right at the end portal, or pretty close there. Like that'd be super nice. And the other thing is we got to figure out how many places we're actually trying to go. But again, we need to make it so we can add to it later. Need a modular system so we can add to it later on as well. So lots of figuring out to do, but that's okay. We'll make it work, hopefully. And it might be one of those things where we build it and like, this is crap, let's take it down, change it. Don't like it. But the woodland mansion should be fun. I haven't been in a woodland mansion in years and years and years. So that should be a good time. Or something like that. So should be good. All right, chat. We are pretty darn full right now, so we're gonna definitely have to stop and empty as much as we can here. But the outside rounds are done now, so that part is good. I've got my GPS set for 0, so basically running north-south for the rest of the field. It's kind of an awkward shaped field. So I thought north-south would be okay. Plus, then it brings me back up here by my trucks. Decent amount. That's kind of why I chose to do what I got going here. But yeah. Oh, and I'll definitely have to show you guys the tree farm tomorrow too, because I did make that safe. So no more creeper incidents at the tree farm, hopefully. Hopefully. Ever made a Minecraft bowling alley? Like functional? What would the mechanics be on that, Big Mert? No, I've never made a Minecraft bowling alley. I don't know what that would look like. Is this the thing? Can I Google it? Is this? Hang on. Can we just Google this and see what pops up? Minecraft bowling alley. There are videos. There's no way it's functional though, right? There's no, how would you make that? Surely it's just like decoration. How to build a Minecraft bowling alley. There's no way it's functional, right? Hold on. I think he's just building a building here. What is up with my YouTube lately, chat? He's doing crazy stuff. Yeah, he's just, this is decoration. Okay. All right, there's no red. It's not functional. Okay, I don't know how you would make it functional. It's just a decoration, you know? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's fine. So, yeah. Bowling is your current obsession besides gaming, really? I've never gotten into it. I guess when I was a kid, like, it was fun. Interesting. You on, like, a bowling league and stuff? But see, that requires to, like, socialize, you know? You're telling me you want me to go be around people? No. I don't know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that. But that's all right. That's not the... Nope. This is the GPS line I wanted. I was going to clip this little bit off right here. I've always been, I guess you could say, envious or jealous of people that can bowl, like, real good, you know? I guess jealous would be the thing. Where you watch, like, the bowling tournaments on, like, Sundays on NBC or something, you know? I've always thought, like, dang, that's pretty cool. Like, for real, no cap. Like, to be able to spin the ball and stuff like that, like, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. Not me. I'm over here like, yeah, can I get bumpers? Oh, man. Man, oh, man. I think the last time I know the last time I went bowling, actually. It's been a long time ago, chat. You'd love to play curling? Dude. It's just practice. Don't be jealous. Oh, I'm jelly. I am jelly. It is a lot of practice, though, yeah. Curling is wild, yeah. Curling's pretty cool. Once you learn the technique, it's not that hard. Oh, I got you. Your dad was in a league. Well, I'm all about watching curling. I watched some with the Olympics. The Bears are moving, huh? Is the deal done? They're almost done. Bears are moving. The Chiefs are moving. Like, man. Wild. Wild stuff. I just turned my engine off, chat. I did not mean to do that. I got that hotkey set up, you know? Alright, let's go. I went to just lay my hand next to my keyboard here, and it's my G5 key on my keyboard, which is the very bottom left key, like to the left of control. Yeah. Whoopsie. You bowl on Wednesdays and Sundays, so you have something to do and no streams? I mean, fair play. Yeah. Seahawks are being sold. Yeah, I heard something about that. Didn't their owner pass? Or something, and the kids don't want it? Or something like that. Which I would imagine, what's their, like, did their value go up with winning? You know? Yeah, I got you. I still don't think that SACS dollars should be used for stadiums, but anyway. Just my thought, chat. Those team owners have, you know, billions of dollars They should be able to build their own stadiums. Yeah. Anyway, that's my 3 cents. Nobody asked for. You're welcome. But that's okay. 2 hours, huh? All right. All right. Interesting. I wonder what happened though. Pops just came home. He was supposed to be home like hours ago. He was actually supposed to be hauling a bunch of boards home for Casey by now. And he didn't have any boards, so I don't know what's going on there. Kinda curious. Come for the chat as well as the game? I hope so, yeah. I'm here for it. I appreciate it. I really do try to be a good streamer that talks to his chat. You know, I really do try. Sometimes I know I fail if I'm like really focused on a game, but I really do try. So yeah, I definitely try. All right. So I know sometimes like in Minecraft, I get really focused. Blinders, you know. All I can see is my gaming screen. I can't see the other 5, you know. Sometimes, Jet, sometimes.
Trent 417 just resubscribed for 54 months.
Trent 417, thanks for the resub. How's it going? How's your part of Missouri today? I have to ask every time, you know. It's thunderstorms this morning roll through. If you're playing war games or stuff. Oh, we used to play Rust. Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing, no. No, it's not the easiest thing. It can be very difficult, but it is a super important part of streaming to me anyway. Yeah, Farm Sim's not bad. GPS helps, you know. Yeah, and GPS definitely helps a lot. So, yeah. Rust is a nightmare. Yeah. So we pretty much only played on. I played a little bit on a public server, but not on stream. We had our own server, so it wasn't as bad. But yeah. So yeah. You did 937. Dang. That's crazy. No, Lord, I really try to always talk about something. That's actually like one of the biggest streamer tips ever is don't shut up. Don't stop talking. Talk about your day. Talk about a motorcycle I saw at Home Depot yesterday. That was sick. Rust too. I don't know. But yeah, no, Rust is, it's crazy. Yeah. Rust community is awful. Yes, it is. I would agree. It's it probably is the worst community I've ever experienced. Yeah. The first time I loaded Rust, okay. When I bought Rust, it was one of those things where there were a couple of us in our team speak, and it was like, well, if you buy Rust, I'll buy Rust. So I think it was Phil. He bought Rust, and I was like, crap, now I have to buy it. And I loaded into some random public server, and there was something happening in that server that I'll never say what it was on stream. It was so incredibly racist and terrible. And I can never describe it. I'll get canceled just for even telling the story. I was not participating. I was a witness, right? But I was not participating. And then I literally was like, what's the Steam return policy? I need to refund this game. But then I figured out I could rent a server. I could rent my own server. So, yeah. Let's go, Lord. Appreciate you, bro. I try, man. Yeah, no. So back in the day, Lord, I actually ignored my chat, like, entirely. I usually just, I would say, like, hi to people. That was pretty much it. It was really bad. I've changed as a streamer so much over the years. Yeah, I used to just completely ignore it. And then I was like, this is not good. You know, I kind of realized, like, I need to talk to these people. These people are choosing to click on my stream and come in here and say hi to me. Like, I need to talk to them, you know? Mickey, what's up? How's it going? What's poppin'? Yeah, I was like, I'm an idiot for ignoring people. And so now if I, like, I don't talk in other people's streams, but, like, you know, if you see them ignoring, it's like, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Unless you're like, you know, a giant like Tim the Tap Man, like he can't talk to everybody in his chat, right? You know, the big guys, big guys, they can't. But you know, if you're not Tim the Tap Man, you need to be talking to your chat like a lot. That's all there is to it, you know? All there is to it. Oh yeah. I saw something the other day that was like, I was watching The Burnt Peanut the other night. I've like out of things to watch at night, so I've been watching Peanut lately. Or I watched him a little bit last night. But somebody like sent him a dono, and he's like, you know, I sent you this dono because you didn't read my chat message, and he just kind of looked at his camera and he's like, I try, boys, I try. There was like 60,000 people sitting there, and that's just on Twitch, you know, not to mention however many people on YouTube that he has, and it's like he can't keep up. There's no way, you know. There's no way. So yeah, no way. Landon and you're going to Amsterdam in 12 hours. Holy cow, Mickey. Nice. Nice. I try, Pete. I try if people say hi. I never call out lurkers, but I do try to acknowledge, you know, if people say hi. If I can read the name, I'll say hi. Oh man. Yeah. You prefer small streams. That's why you're here. Let's go. Small streamer gang. Hello. Tedious. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and having too many voices, like too many people in a voice call, like that is a thing, Lord. Yeah. And then I watch without, I mean, I don't chat literally anywhere on Twitch. I don't talk in anybody's stream. I use my Prime sub every month, but that's about it. So yeah, that's about it. You love your job. It has some great moments, Mickey. Oh man, that's awesome. I talk to chat. Gotcha. But yeah, no, it's, you know, I couldn't imagine having, you know, 50,000 people watching and trying to keep up with that. I mean, we had like 950 people watching at one time when 22 came out, and I thought my head was going to explode by the end of those streams. There were so many lines of chat. It was terrible. But yeah. You don't watch any gaming channel that's about watching? A lot of times if I put a stream on, it's for like background noise. Does that make sense? So the one channel that I've had the most hours watched in the past, for the past like 3 years or 2 years, has been Pizza Princess G. And they're just, you know, in the kitchen at the pizzeria making pizzas and talking about whatever. It's just noise, you know? Yeah. What a terrible idea. Most people think that about Twitch. They're like, wait, you watch somebody play a game while you're playing the same game? Like, what? But it's so common. It's so common now, I would say. Like, it definitely happens. All right, like watching Kit Boga. I watch him a lot, too. He's the guy, he messes with scammers. And his stream basically could just be audio. It could just be a podcast. I mean, occasionally there's something he, like, shows that's really funny if he gets the scammers to, like, send him a selfie or something, like, occasionally. Yeah, haven't watched her in a while. I watched her, yeah, I was watching her today. She was playing The Sims. I was watching for a few minutes, Tomcat, before stream. But I prefer the pizzeria streams, personally. But yeah. I do prefer the pizzeria streams. Watched, what, yesterday, I think? Again, it's just noise. It's like if I'm in working on Minecraft or farming ahead for you know, a farm sim stream or something. I'll just put something on for noise, you know? So yeah, it's a thing. Select. Oh, hey, Lord Lurkin's fine, man. Lurkin is totally fine. You can just hang out. It's all good. It's your old man nature. Adam, welcome back. Glad to hear you're home from work. It's no different than watching a TV show, Lord. Think about it. You're not there typing to NBC, are you? I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, we do have audio alerts. They just don't get played that much. They're there. There's some really annoying ones. Yeah, they're there. Scroll down. They're there. But I appreciate you hanging out. I do. Appreciate y'all hanging out. But no, we do have alerts. We do. But the whole thing is none of them are like super obnoxious, right? They're like, some of them are loud. Like the air horn one is kind of loud. But my thing is like those streams, and you guys know the ones I'm talking about. I'm not picking on anybody specifically, but where they have so much music going, you can't hear the person. It's like, y'all need to go to like audio engineer school, like watch a YouTube video like once ever, please. Mostly I see those on TikTok. I feel like when you're scrolling TikTok and it's just like, hold on. It's like this. Hang on, it would be like this. It's at a really quiet point in the song. Of course it is. There you go. And it's like, that's all you can hear? Yeah. Like, no, that's terrible. Turn that crap down. I don't want to hear about somebody's truck, you know, in some stupid country song. I don't want to hear it. Sorry, not sorry. Probably just blew some eardrums out with that music. My bad. Tomcat, that's a great idea. That's amazing. We need to make that happen, Tomcat. That's a 5-head idea right there, Tomcat. Oh my god. Chat can be as annoying as the people in the game. I know what I'm working on tonight before tomorrow. Oh, Tomcat, that's great. That would be... I mean, the creeper and the zombie are great when people do those when we're in Minecraft, especially if we're like kind of focused on stuff, you know? The creeper and the zombie are great. And actually, I think, hold on, let me open that really quick. Because I think the creeper and the zombie were uploaded, technically Carson made them. but uploaded by Puma Plow, which is me. Hi, it's me. Where's the extensions? Where's that at? There it is. Looking right at it, Giant. But I think they have like a ton of plays on them, actually, like outside of here. Which is kind of cool that other people use them too. So there's how do I open the... Wait, how do I open the thing anymore? My extensions. Sound alerts. Why don't I see the thing to open? Alright. A kid zombie would be bad. Oh my god. Kid zombies are the worst. They're terrible. How do I open sound alerts again? There's not a... I don't see the thing to open it. Am I blind? Oh, I just... Wait, no, it's not that. I want to, like, go into the thing with it. Like, I don't see it. Click on... Oh, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Learn more? That's not it either. That's a really bright page. I don't know how to edit this anymore. It's not like it used to be. Oh, wait, is this it? That's not it either. What the heck, man? I don't understand what's going on here. Possible to play a random alert that plays a random... I don't know. I mean, I could probably do that through Stream Elements. You know how like when people cheer, it plays like multiple alerts or like different sounds? I could do something like that maybe. Oh, you know what? We could do... Oh, we could do that. We could make it a specific amount. So like when you do the 420, it plays the I Eat Crayons thing. We could do something like that through Stream Elements. So if you did a specific amount of bits, it would play the horn. You should be able to do it through sound alerts though, at least. Yeah. But I don't know where the thing is to like edit it. Tomcat, do you... I don't... You had like a dashboard and stuff before? Wait, hold on. Log in with Twitch. I'm already... Sure, I'm already logged in. This is not as easy. There we go. I'm finally in the thing here. Okay. Library. Wait, no. Library. I shouldn't mess with this while I'm streaming, chat. I'm going to mess something up. I guarantee it. My uploads. Hold on here. What are my... What sounds have I uploaded? Oh, like Tony's and stuff. Okay. Alright. I'm not breaking anything. Nope. Not me, Sean. Nothing. So what's funny is, so the zombie and the creeper, like I said, Carson made them, but uploaded them as Puma Plow to the sound alerts thing.
Sure, mate. Pete 888, you just subscribed.
Hey, Pete, apparently you can't park there, just so you know. Pete, thanks for the Prime sub. Is that your first? Oh my God, Pete, let's go with the Prime sub. First time sub. Let's go. Appreciate you, Pete. And Dave, hello and thanks for the bits. What's going on? Let's go, Pete and Dave. Heck yeah, guys. But what I was gonna say, the zombie and the creeper were both, like I said, uploaded by Carson, but as Puma Plow. The zombie has 12,000 plays on it. The creeper has 36,000 plays. So other streamers are being trolled. Other streamers are being trolled by the sounds that we uploaded. Let's go. Appreciate it, Pete. Let's go, man. Used to have a gas. I think I did once upon a time, Dave. Yeah. Dude, okay, so Dave, the other night, Bear and I were in Minecraft. Bear, there were a couple of us in Minecraft, but Bear and I were kind of running around in Minecraft, and for some reason, somebody spawned a portal, another portal, on top of our villager trading thing. So Bear and I, we went through it naturally.
BM Gaming _ cheered X100. That would be something I would do, a big troll, lol.
That'd be something you would do, a big troll. Let's go. CBF, thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate you. And Trigger in a hype train chat. Let's go. So the portal. So we jumped through the portal, and on top of, somebody built a little room, and on top of the room there was a gas sitting there, and he was kind of like glitched in the room. And so Bear didn't know what it was. So I was like, here, watch this. It's going to shoot fireballs at me, right? So I go running out of this little room, and I turn around, and it shoots a fireball at me. I smack the fireball with the sword. It killed the gas. And I didn't even have to like think or try, really. I just, you know, one tap. And so I got that achievement finally on that safe, on the server. Hooray, you know. It was pretty funny. It was hilarious. It's like that achievement's kind of wild sometimes to get, to kill the gas with his own fireball. So yeah, I pretty much was like, hey Bear, hey Bear, hold my, I don't drink beer, hold my Dr. Pepper. You know, that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, it was pretty cool though. I felt like a real Minecraft player, if you will. Oh wait, that's gotta go in there. Wait, where do these trucks have to go to get here? Well, they gotta go in here and turn around and come back out. Oh wow, that's interesting. That's interesting, chat. Oh, yeah. You built a wait, are you in the server right now? Big Mert? You and Tom are in the server. Wow. You and Tom. Nice. Very nice. Just remember, if you're going to build something, go kind of away from everybody else. And if you see any like really big flat areas that are kind of like suspiciously flat, stay away from those. Please, thank you. Yeah. And if you have questions about how any of the farms work or anything, feel free to let somebody know or ask in Discord or something. We'll help you out. We will definitely help you out. So yeah. Woo sound. Wait, hang on. What other one has a lot of? I guess none of these other ones have a lot. The ones we've uploaded. Sounds. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more for tomorrow. Rats. Oh, I got you, Big Bird. I got you, man. I got you. But some of this stuff, like, well, it's not overly complicated. You just got to know which way to flip a lever to do certain things, like with the kelp farm. So, yeah, not a huge deal. Or the gold farm. The gold farm has a lever on it now too, chat. I'll show you guys that tonight. Jiminy. I almost just cussed. I was about to take a drink. My cup was in my hand. Anonymous, I know who you are, by the way. It shows me on our activity feed who did it, but Anonymous, thanks for the... Wonder if I can buy some new underwear with that $5, huh? Good Lord. So remember those chill vibes with no sound alerts? Never mind. I forgot that was a thing.
BM Gaming _ cheered X100, my last 100 for right now.
The CBM, thanks for the 100. I appreciate it, man. Chat, we're so close to level 2. Oh, man. That. Whew. Changed my drawers after that. Just saying. By the way, that's not what I was doing. That's not why I turned my camera off. Just for the record, I was situating myself in my chair, you know, a little bit better. Anyway. I turned it off, Sean, for a sec. We're back. You take your words back, not a chill stream. That was kind of loud. That scared the crap out of me, honestly. I almost cussed. I really did. I don't cuss. Family friendly, but it almost got me. I'm just glad I hadn't picked up the cup yet, you know? Like, I could have been real bad, you know? Just saying. Could have been real bad, y'all. Oh, man. You know what? Speaking of the camera, Sean, it started Tuesday, okay? The program for the camera, it's the Elgato, what do they call that? The Elgato camera. It has another word. I don't remember what it's called. It popped up 4 times on Tuesday saying it needed to update. I updated it the first 2 times. After that, it has popped up like a million. I'm not doing it anymore. It's just, I don't think it's actually updating when it says it needs to update. So I just close it now. Nope. It randomly just started snowing. Oh yeah. Sounds like fun. Troy, that's crazy. Were you forecasted to get any snow today, or no? Just started snowing out of the... Okay. Just started snowing out of the blue, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so chat, I drove past a construction site yesterday, right? Construction site, okay? It made me want to play Construction Sim so bad. Is that bad? Forgot to see if your Nautilus stayed. You could. Did you name tag it, Tomcat? Did you name tag it? It probably would stay then. You should be able just to like name tag it and leash it, right? Or leash it, lasso it. Lead. It's called a lead. So a construction sim achievement hunt might have to start up soon, chat. I don't know how soon. It might be. It'll still be a while, but I want to finish the achievements in that game. So, and part of it's collectibles, so that'll be something. That'll definitely be something. Gotta love a good old collectible hunt on a game. I actually do enjoy collectibles on games to a point. If there's like, you know, thousands, not so much, but maybe 100's okay. Which I think is what there is on that game, so. I'm sure I can find a map on the old internet somewhere with the collectibles, right? I'm sure. They like, it's quite a construction site. I'm not going to go into detail, but it made me want to play Construction Sim real bad. So yeah. Honestly, I could just go and like sit by that construction site all day and just watch machines run, you know? It's kind of cool. Kind of neat. So, carrots, am I right, chat? Never, no, I don't. Well, actually, you know what? Hang on. Okay, we're not full on carrots yet. Ooh, actually, how much does that train facility hold? We have 550,000. I don't know how much that train facility holds. We might have to sell. We might have to haul a load with the train right away. Usually those facilities only hold 500, so I don't know what this one holds. I guess we're going to find out today. Or at least know that it's more than... I don't know. Does that account for what's in, like, my trucks and my harvester? Whoa! That's right, Jacob. Jacob, thanks for the bits. 550. So I don't know. I'm assuming that's what's in the building, right? Dang. We'll see here in a second. That's crazy. Feed the carrots to the pigs. I probably could, yeah. Big Mert, that's funny. I would do the same thing, though, honestly. So now there's 600 in the building, so okay, it doesn't account for what's... Okay. I could feed them to the problem is the only place I have to store them is down here at the train. So if we can't harvest the whole field, we will have to sell. Or take them to the pigs. But if we take them to the pigs, it only adds 5%. And they wouldn't hold that much, so probably just sell them. Probably would just sell them. But that's okay. Now we do need to keep an eye on this. Okay. So we hold at least 700. I don't think we're going to have room for all of it. Because we already have... So there's 7 there. I've got over 2 on me, so that's 9. So maybe that building holds 1 million? I don't actually know. I mean, it could just stop at 750,000. That could also be a thing. I'll go ahead and get these 2 trucks loaded up, so that'll be 50,000. So we'll see. We will see. These long rows are definitely killing our trucking to keep up right now. Since these are like the longest rows, we need to get over here in the short rows for a while. So the trucks have more time to catch up. Try to catch back up anyway. I don't know if they actually will. We do have one more like a wagon we could bring out here too. If we really wanted to, but it's okay. I can have a little bit of patience, you know? I could drive down there myself too. It would take forever in this thing, and I guess I could probably unload on the tracks where the trains would unload. Just load right into a train. According to the map, the train's right here, but I think it's actually underneath the map, you know? Is what it actually is. So. Kind of interesting. Long time no see. It has been a minute. What's poppin'? What's going on? All right. We're just harvesting some carrots, you know? All right, so there's 50,000 liters. Which means we can still harvest for a minute, but I'm going to go to these short rows and start on those. That is what we are going to do. That way we can still be efficient and getting stuff done, but since we're going to be turning around a lot more, it should give our trucks a little bit to catch up. And then, of course, as soon as trucks come back, we will fill them and get them on their way immediately. So, yeah. All messy. Plus, we have shifting issues with this tractor, so we gotta. It's gonna take us even longer with the hill here. So there's that. I wouldn't really say an issue, but it'd be nice if this tractor would just stay in A gear sometimes instead of trying to shift up all the time. But Farm Sim is not always smart enough for that. Not at all. Not at all. That's okay. Alright, hopefully, let's see. Our other two trucks will be here in a second, so when they get here, I'll go up and empty again, because I've got enough to fill them up on board, so. Welcome in, what's going on? If I turned it to manual gearbox mode, it would, but because it's in automatic, it wants to jump up all the time. So I'd have to be shifting down all the time, and it would, I don't think it'd be very good, if that makes sense, you know? So yeah. These fields are too big for you? Okay. You get bored, I got you. Yep. If it was a I need to shift up issue, I could just reach over and hit plus and shift up. But since it's a down issue, I just shifted into reverse. Since it's a down issue, or it's shifting up too early issue is what it really is, in my opinion. But Farm Sim's not smart enough just to hold a gear and go. Wait. These trucks are going here running on dirt or running on grass when they should just be going up here and running the road. I didn't realize that till right now. That's funny. Fletch boat. Whatever gets the carriage to the train, I guess, you know. Just saying. So if the fields are too big and you get bored, I guess you don't like a 4X map, right? I love me a 4X map, but they just run like crap. I think that's like the biggest complaint I have with 25, to be honest. Every 4X map I've been on just runs like crap. So yeah. And maybe not day one and maybe not day two, but eventually it's gonna run like crap. So yeah. A need for a forage wagon for alfalfa? You can pick it up with a forage wagon, yeah. You can pick it up with a baler. So alfalfa is just like grass. You can, if you ted it, it becomes dry alfalfa. I know it's called hay for the grass side, but basically it's dry grass, right? Same. It's kind of the same as hay, as grass. So you can bale it, you can ted it, you can bale it. Then you can bale it and wrap it and turn it into silage. You could pick it up with a forage harvester and turn it into chaff. Loading wagon just is regular alfalfa, or like I said, dry, which would be basically like hay. When I had alfalfa, I was baling it, and I have a special baler that would bale and wrap it. The stationary baler is what I'm using. been modded though. Although apparently there's one in the mod hub now that does alfalfa too. But I was using my alfalfa for silage, and that's all I'm feeding my cows is silage. I've switched to corn now. Because alfalfa, at least on this map, makes my video card run at 100%. And I don't like that. So the easy solution is just to not have alfalfa. Although that field's alfalfa right there. So is this field. So is that field. So is 10. So yeah. So there is alfalfa on the map, but as long as I stay away from those fields, my GP doesn't spike to 100%. So it's fine. Yeah. Alright. Back and forth. Back and forth. Lizard. Lizard. Your car doesn't do that, Big Mert, really? Yeah, if I get... So right now, Big Mert. 50... Here, I'll even show you. I don't care. I got nothing to hide. 54% right now, right? Okay? If we just simply plop ourselves in the middle of this alfalfa field... 96%. And you're like, oh, it's just the crop, John. It's just the crop. Middle of a cornfield? 55%. It's alfalfa. I don't know why, but it cooks, bro. Like when I was mowing alfalfa the other day, like my air conditioning has to spool up. Because it, you know, obviously it's checking the temperature of this room, but like this room gets hotter, so my AC actually cranks up. It's not good, you know? Not good at all. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do have my graphics set to like very high custom. The custom basically is the beacon reflectivity, I think. I don't know if that's why. Technically, I'm playing in 2K instead of like 1080. I don't know if that's why. But dude, it smokes my video card. So I got rid of my alfalfa. I've never had that problem on another map, only on this one. I think even on Alma it was fine. Of course, Alma's alfalfa was shorter.
Fix Me Head 77 just resubscribed for 6 months. Hi John and chat.
I think. What's poppin'? Thanks for the resub. What's going on? How are you? Sometimes I get it over here too, along the edge of the map, like by the pig barn too, but it's not as like guarantee as alfalfa. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's very weird though, to be honest. Is it not the Giants texture? Giants texture for alfalfa? I would say they don't have one. Alfalfa is not a base game crop. So if that's what you're asking, I would say no, it's not. But it's also a lot taller than alfalfa that I've seen on other maps. Other maps, alfalfa is kind of short like grass. This alfalfa is like tall. So it's kind of wild. If you drove into alfalfa on Alma, it made your screen blur. Maybe, you know what? Did we just not have alfalfa on Alma? Because I kind of don't think we did. I don't remember now. Oh, no, we used alfalfa. I think we did. I don't remember, though. I feel like we did, though. Maybe we did have problems and I just don't remember, which is very possible. You know? Very, very possible. I think he's good. He made Alma too. Great maps. I feel like it was the same height on Alma. It might have been Big E, possibly. Judith, we definitely had alfalfa. We were using alfalfa to make all of our silage in them beautiful hypocrite silos. You know? All those beautiful hypocrite silos. So, yeah. Most modern maps have awful field design. I would say there are some that do, yeah. But that's, you know, the mod authors, every mod author is different. Every map maker is a little different on what they think a field should look like, you know? So, because I know, and in Farm Sim, I know it's probably hard to do this, but like in real life where I live, where we have the farm where my dad grew up, like there's not grass strips between every field, you know? Like that's a rarity around here. It's mostly just dirt to dirt. Like even IRL. Oh, there's some terrible fields in IRL, yeah. Absolutely. Mostly that has to do with just property lines over the years, you know? At least around here. Yeah. Yeah, around here it's a lot of property lines. It's just where your edge of your field has to be. You can't really do much about it, you know? So yeah. Like across, so the back of the farm that my grandpa used to own back in the day, there's, let's see, 2 different property owners across the back, right? So across the property line. But between the two, they're offset by about 6 feet. So the fence, or the fence line, there's no fence line. The property line literally goes in a straight line, goes to a post, goes a direction 6 feet, and then continues. Like, it's like, whoa, it's the way it is. So yeah. Have fences, yeah. We used to have a lot of fenced-in fields around here back in the day, Fire, but they're all gone now. All gone. It's like they're designed. Geometric and really neat. That's cool. Yeah, and then like years ago, you know, when my dad was growing up, there was no road in front of our farm. So the fields were just, those were the property lines, right? Well, then the road came through. Got those properties, you know, some of those, like, got them right up, you know, and it's just the way it is. Or a train track, you know, years ago came through. That cut all kinds of farms up, you know, just the way it was. It's just the way it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles or something, right? I don't know. So, yeah. Or, you know, maybe there was a bad flood and it washed out some land or something. Like, that's happened too. And that's just, well, that's just the way it is, you know? That's just the way it is now. So, yeah, kind of interesting. An interesting life story. I feel like most grandfathers probably do. To be honest, right? Yeah. Nice, Trent. Wait, who do you trade with to get a dry gas? You trade with the piglins? Interesting. Property in the center of the city. That's cool. That's cool. My grandpa was actually not supposed to be a farmer. He was going to be a cabinet maker. And the story we always heard growing up was that his uncle, so my grandpa's uncle, was going to take him like on the road and train him to be a cabinet maker. And the story we always heard is that he fell out of an apple tree and he died. Yeah, he died from like dysentery. Big Mar, yeah. Yes. and he wanted to drive the Colt. Interesting. Yeah, Big Mert, we used to always run a vanilla tweak for that, but yeah, they made that just base game now. Ones who will shoot you if you don't work. I got you, Trent. Okay. They took his land from him? Oh, dang. It's crazy. Hey, Luke Combs, how's it going, man? I haven't heard that in... Actually, it's been a while. It's been a while. What's poppin'? Welcome in. What's going on? It's actually been quite a while since I've heard that. Your grandfather's family lost everything when he was a kid. Holy cow. Oregon Trail vibes. A little bit. No, yeah, he died from like literally diarrhea. But we were always told he died from falling out of an apple tree. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Really nice. But yeah, that was the story we always heard. So then Grandpa was like, I guess I'll farm. So both your grandparents and your pops were farmers. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's kind of cool, the old family homestead. So like my first immigrant with my last name, like we drive past that place all the time. It's on the way to our farm, or the place we call a farm. It's not an active farm, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So like the old barn's still there from when my grandpa was growing up. I don't know what year that barn was built. It was built forever ago. But it's the barn my grandpa like grew up milking cows in, you know. So it's pretty cool. It's gonna fall down one of these days. The actual barn is probably in pretty decent shape because it's had a decent roof on it all of its life. But you know, on barns how they have like the overhang on the front where you could like park wagons or whatever. That's starting to get pretty, especially the one corner. Like if you look at the barn on the side, there's a crink in the roof now where it's like that corner post must be rotten in the ground, and it's really starting to go. So the camera thing just popped up again. It wants to update again. I'm not doing it right now. Thanks, El Gato. But yeah, and unfortunately my dad's cousin that owns it is like, I don't know, 85 and or something like that, and he probably just doesn't want to put the money into it. I mean, he can't physically do the work to fix it, but I would assume he doesn't want to put the money into it, which is a shame. And he has a bunch of kids, and I don't think any of them actually care about the land or the buildings or anything like that, which is very unfortunate. So I would assume when he passes, most likely that land will be sold as for housing development, because it's what we call the high ground. It doesn't flood, so it'll probably be houses at some point, which really sucks. I wish I had the money to buy it, but I definitely don't. That would take a lot of money to buy that ground. It's not even that many acres. It's only like, is it 80 maybe or 60 even? It's not that much. But it's the old home place. My first immigrant bought it, so way back in, shoot, I don't even know what year. Long time ago. I'd have to ask first time. Sometime what year that farm was purchased. But it's pretty cool. It's just a shame that at some point I know that there's going to be an auction, and all that stuff will be tore down. So we don't farm anymore. My dad grew up on a farm. It was only 180 acres. But back then, you know, the family farms, that's what they were. You know, they weren't a ton of acreage. My My dad grew up on that farm. He still owns 5 acres of that farm. So like we own the buildings basically, and you know, some around it. The farm that I'm talking about that my dad's cousin owns, he still farms. He's like in his 80s. Now he didn't harvest his own crop this year, but he did do a bunch of tillage at his farm. He was out there chiseling in his Oliver for like 3 days or 4 days in a row. He harvested last year. We helped him last year. But I want to say that's only like 80 acres or something. I don't remember. It's not a ton of land. But it was a little family farm, like homestead, farmstead, whatever, back in the day, and that's all they were, you know? So, yeah. Exactly, Obelix. Yep, it's just farm sim that can't handle it. Yep. Yeah, John, I got you. And that particular farm has been handed down generation by generation. It just got handed down the wrong side of the family, if you will. Because, like, instead of going to my grandpa, it went to my grandpa's brother. Because my grandpa was given land down by where he farmed, if that made sense, right? Because, like, my great-grandparents, they owned the farm that I call the farm now, the place we go that have, you know, our little tractors and stuff at. And they owned the farm back towards town. And then when they passed, it got divvied up. Well, oh, you're already farming down there, you can just have that ground. And then the, you know, my dad's uncle, he got the ground closer to town and stuff, I believe is how that went down. Of course, that's before I was alive, so I don't really know. But that's kind of how that went down. And so, and then my dad's uncle obviously passed, God, years ago, and he passed it down to his son, and well, his son's my dad's cousin, and I don't think any of his kids have any interest in it. I think they just want the money. Which really sucks, because I know my dad's cousin is very adamant that he does not want to see that place turn into houses. So, yeah. Big Al, what's going on? How are you? What's poppin'? But yeah, so someday it'll probably he'll have a little auction, because he doesn't even, I mean, he has, what's he have, 4 tractors maybe. He has like one, his John Deere, whatever it is. He has a little Oliver. I guess he's got a couple more. He's got a little John Deere open station tractor. He's got some little international open station. And then I think he has like an old Farmall like H or something. Nothing's like, I mean, none of his equipment's like new or shiny or anything, you know, it's all old. It is what it is. The cool down has started, has it, Big L? It's in the 60s over here. Like mid 60s right now. We had some thunderstorms this morning, Big L. Woke up to a couple of rumbles, you know. Was a good time. Nothing bad, though. Not here. The severe weather's to the east, over in southern Illinois and Indiana, I guess it is. So, yeah. They're talking snow here Saturday, possibly, though. No rain, just wind. I got you. I got you, Big Al. Yeah, possibly some snow accumulation on Saturday. Some like wet, heavy snow. Yeah. Time to get another map started. Yeah. Yep. Farm sim just can't do everything you want to do sometimes, unfortunately. thinking about selling and moving south where the land's cheaper. I got you, John. Yeah, and that's something that a couple of the guys, they've got some of the bigger farmers in the area, they've done that too. Or they've not like moved, but like they might sell some land to make houses and then they take that money and go buy a whole bunch of land somewhere else. Zach's family that we always talk about, the Green family, because they use all John Deere equipment. They farm in 3 counties, at least 3 counties in 2 different states. They literally have to cross the Mississippi River with their like farm equipment. Sometimes they drive across the bridge, sometimes they use a ferry, but they have to drive it across the get across the river somehow, you know. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, they farm in Missouri and over in Illinois. So yeah. You don't want to move because you've grown up there. You know, I get that, John. Yeah. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense, man. Programs to help with that. I got you. It makes sense, yeah. Got his first job at Pepsi. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. This shouldn't be a surprise, but Dad's first job was working for another farmer. Grandpa, like, of course, the kids would work on the farm, Dad and my uncle. But I don't know if they got, like, paid. You know, it's just, hey, you want to eat tonight? Go out and plow the back 80, you know? Yeah, Dad's first job was for working for a neighboring farmer back in the day. They drive 6 hours, or sometimes it takes 2 days. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know of anybody that goes that far. But definitely know those guys. Yeah, like I said, Zach's family, they farm. It's fairly far away. At least a couple hours by a tractor, I would say. I'll have to ask him sometime, see if he actually knows how far. By tractor, how far it actually is. Of course, tractors go faster these days, too. You know, old tractors didn't go very fast. New ones at least have a little pep in their step, you know? So that probably helps a little. But still, it's a lot of wear, man. A lot of wear on your tires and all that stuff. It's a lot, especially around here because it'd be all pavement too. You're not like out on gravel. There's really not a lot of gravel roads around here anymore. And there's a couple. Not a lot around here. You got to really get out in the sticks for that. Got to get up around like Chillicothe, Missouri. There's a bunch of them up there. Bunch of them up there. But yeah, not really around where I'm at anymore. In fact, the one gravel road they keep paving like a little bit, you know, a little bit, and then 5 years later they'll pave a little more of it. So that's kind of funny. But yeah. Oh, Bessie. Right, we should be able to finish now, y'all, without... Yeah, we only got 3 passes left without having to unload again. So I'm really curious, though, that building's still... The train building, it's still... We're up to 1.1 million and we're still dumping in the train. How much does that hold? My goodness. 1.1 million gigawatts. That's crazy, Chad. One side to the other of Australia takes 14 hours by car. That would take a long time by tractor, wouldn't it? How long does the United States take to drive coast to coast? Hang on. I actually don't know. So, well, the problem is, where do you go? Like, do you go New York to LA? Because then you got like some north-south in there too. You know what I mean? You go from like Florida. Do you go from like the, you know what? That's a pretty good one. Hold on. Hold on. We're going from like the Carolinas. Directions. Hold on, chat. We're going from the Carolinas to like LA, because if you look at the map, it's pretty good, like left to right. Like, man, LA's nothing but like red traffic right now. Jeez. Jeez, Luigi, man. We're going north of LA. No, we'll go like LA, but like out on the. Hold on, chat. I'm figuring this out. We're going out to the water, man. I'm just clicking on random places. My Google algorithm is going to be messed up. Like, why is this dude looking at North Carolina and LA at the same time? South, I gotcha. So let's see. How long does that say it's going to take? 41 hours, 42 hours, depending on what road you take. To go from like the Carolinas, where it kind of jets out, to like LA. That's pretty far. One of the past 42 hours brings you through St. Louis. Wow. That's pretty cool. St. Louis down to like Oklahoma City. Golly, man. That's a drive right there. That's crazy. Crazy, chat. 2 days, 15 hours. Wow. It's a long time. That is a long time. I know back in the day, we used to go from like the St. Louis area out to Maryland, and that was like 18 hours. I don't think I want to do a longer road trip than that at least without like, well, if you did like 12-hour days, that would be fine. We used to do the 18 hours in one shot. I mean, we stopped for fuel, but that was it. That was it. Literally, you planned your bathroom breaks around getting gas for the car. That was it. Otherwise, you just drive. So that was kind of fun, you know? That was kind of fun. The first time we went out there, it took us 3 days to get there. We kept getting caught in traffic and behind accidents, and we had a tire come apart on our van, so we had to stop and get a new tire. And yeah, and then the way home on that trip, we did it in 2 days. And then after that, Pops was done with that drive. And so we would just drive it straight through, just stop for gas, and that was it. So, and then, yeah, every other time I went to Maryland, which we went out there a few times. I think we went out there like 3 or 4 times. But every other time we would just, well, that one time we did get a hotel each way. But Pops wasn't on that trip. I mean, anytime with Pops after that first one, he was like, we're not spending the night, we're just driving. So, made for some tired days when you got, you know, to Maryland or back to St. Louis at the end of the trip. It was, oh, look at us not quite getting done. Dang it, Chad, I thought we were going to get it. I thought for sure we were going to be able to get all that. Well, that really sucks, huh? Harvest that whole field and have that little nub left there. Wow. That's crazy. But we have another 250,000 liters on board, so hopefully the train facility holds it, you know. We're about to find out, but yeah, hopefully it does. This is kind of crazy. That's all right. Okay, and of course my other trucks aren't here, which is fine. I don't need them right now. What's that? didn't even see Amazon outside. Chat, my carburetor for my leaf blowers here. It's here. Oh boy. North to south, 25 plus, east west, 2 to 3. Oh wow. It's tiny. I mean, I think you could drive like 10 hours and still be in Texas, I think. I don't know, I've never been to Texas myself, but I've heard stories. I have heard stories. Yes. I still think it's impressive the last time brother came up here, they drove home straight through. Now that was with his Cybertruck, so he didn't really drive, but it's crazy, you know? It's crazy. Speeds. Land masses are almost the same infrastructure. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you're talking like to go across to Australia like that, you're talking like there's not like highways the whole way, right? Just okay. The square bailers, huh? All right. Chat, we have 100,000 on board. We might as well just drive down to the thing. Might as well just drive down. We're gonna have to wait for those trucks to come back. So we might as well just drive down there and try to catch one. Yeah. Might as well. So, how's the weather, chat? Kind of looks nice out. Just saying. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hey, any cotton bills? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not so much. In the weather? Not sure in what. Maybe I don't want to know, actually. Yeah. You need the snow cam tonight / tomorrow. Yep. Oh, to farm IRL. Okay. I think it would be a ton of fun. A lot of work, though. A lot of work. It'd be fun, though, for sure. Oh, yeah. Farming, yeah. Definitely a lot of work. Can be. Alright, I was going to try. We might be able to weasel our way in there. Let's try. We got a few minutes before our trucks get through. We're getting out here. Jacobs, how much snow are they? I don't know if I can make this. How much snow are they talking, Jacob? There you go. Oh, it's actually going to work. Okay. That's awkward. That's awkward, chat. Yeah, it can be. Okay, we're up to 1.2 and then some. Interesting. Wow. Oh, I got you, Jacob. Okay, so not terrible. Not terrible, but not still annoying, right? All right. Could be up to 8 inches. No, dang. That's crazy. All right, so that harvester can go back before I forget about it, chat. Harvester can go back. We no longer need it. And let's see, these trucks are empty, right? They are definitely empty. Okay, so these guys can go back to the homestead. I'm gonna need this auto drive clear eventually, not now, but eventually I gotta get a lime spreader running out here, and that's gonna require a lot of auto drive because well, that field's really bad since we just bought it, so that is for sure. But that's okay. Chat, we're gonna haul these in. I think we're gonna call it a we're gonna call it an evening after this, you know? A few minutes early, but really there is no end time. Really the end time is at least 6. That's the way I get on these day streams. But sometimes they run till 7, sometimes they run later, you never know. But that's okay. Alright, let's go. Gotta go faster, faster. I'm just gonna go to where the train unloads. Take my 100,000 liters and go to where the train unloads. Why not? If it fits, it ships, yeah, you know? Every time I unload this trailer, I forget that it's gonna, like, you know, make that loud noise. I always forget that it's loud. It's nice, though. I really, really like this trailer. Needs a paint job, though. It's got all that, like, metal showing. I won't actually paint it, though. Let's be real. I will not. So there's another 100,000. I'm kind of curious now, how much does this building actually hold? Normally, like 500, and that's it, but maybe I just need to get rid of my grain bin setup. Let's keep it all here. And this is crazy. Here's another 50,000. It's crazy, honestly. Absolutely insane how much this is holding right now. The train doesn't hold any, like, extra. I do know that because I have used the train once and I filled it, so it only holds the 300. Welcome back from shoveling snow and eating supper. I'm sure one of those things was fun. Maybe not so the shoveling snow part, right? Wow, nice mud flaps. Thanks, Big L. Lizard. You have a neighbor with a snowblower who came over to help. That's nice of him. Packers, what's going on, man? How you doing today? All right, so chat, we ended off of that field. We ended up with 1.4 million liters. So maybe 1.5 is what the building holds. I don't actually know. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. But anyways, there's our new field 7. It's done. It's harvested. I left one little skipper. I already got rid of the harvester too. Oh man. Anyway, chat, I think we're gonna hit this button. Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.